25k at 25 minutes? I was close enough, dude.
But not everybody.
I did say Alchemist's gonna blink in and shit's just gonna be over. Dude, no one in their right mind would BKB there. I don't know how anyone in the chat types that. It's kind of unhinged. It makes me realize that most people who watch Dota are just fucking bad at it. Like, insanely bad. No one is just gonna press BKB when a random Alch stun just follows you in. You can't just press it. Like, you can't. You need your team to press Force Staff on you. You need your team to press Pipe on you. You can't press BKB.
And that's a team wipe. Game and Gladiators. Do you think anything else was going to happen in 30 minutes?
I mean, they were looking for a Daracha throw, but there is no such thing in this series. Absolutely nothing has been free for Liquid. Overcommittal on an Alchemist that seemed out of position. Nah, we have the ability to bail him out here, say Gaiman. And once more, it's a fight lost on the wrong part of the map for Liquid.
Bloodthorn, lots of damage. Nisha, BKB has to be used.
Oh, here we go. BKB used, guys. Now the chat's gonna type BKB lol. Now the chat types it, right, guys? BKB lol. Yep. Classic fucking chat. Press it, get flamed. Don't press it, get flamed. It's the life of a chatter. We need to add like the Twitch emote that's like the typing.
When this team is in form, you cannot make mistakes. You just cannot slip up on the map. You can't give them breathing room because they take.
Oh, chatting. Yeah, that's it. Chatting, BKB chatting.
Out of their opponents.
Fuck, I fucked it up.
They will end the game early. They've done it not just to Liquid. They've done it to so many other teams. They did it to Falcons.
Classic.
2 and 3,
You have to press BKB when you're getting stunned, and you have to press BKB when you're not getting stunned. But if you press it, you get flamed. Oh, this is a good fight for Liquid, I think. How it started, at least. I don't know if they're gonna win this fight. But I don't think... So SF doesn't have an ulti on a stun target first fight. But he's gonna wait for the next stun and try to go in, I think. Okay, next stun from Alk equals dead hero. Okay, Mick is dead. Here we go. Good ET stomp. The next Impale's coming. Dude, did you see how those pandas just died? Even the magic resist panda, or the earth panda, just fucking died.
Stomp from Insania, but he'll be run down eventually by something. Mid tries to go for the neutral creep deny. It'll be 3 dead on the side of Liquid at the end of it.
They just cannot sync the control up with the damage. There's nothing to drop a Wukong on here. Gaiman are able to kite it out. There's no threat to the BKBs early, so they can just hold on to them.
I feel like Quinn might be one of the greatest of all time, low-key. Low-key. He might be the GOAT.
Why waste time killing Roche when you can not waste time ending the game? This push has come together at the 30-minute mark. Maybe a little slower,
dude,
ball, but it got there in the end.
This team, after he joined them, literally destroyed the whole year. They literally destroyed the whole year. The only team that was close was it was a good patch for Spirit at the time. And they're all in form. But if there was no Spirit, like in this tournament,
supposed to be one of the faster carries who could fight early.
I don't know.
And match that speed. It's been a struggle.
2 lanes barracks down. Game of Gladiators will now back up to take Roshan and Abyssal Blade next for Dyrachyo. We've got so many items on Game of Gladiators with a 30,000.
He might be a good player, but has no legend around, no lore. Dude, I feel fans are so weird in these regards. There's simply a team and a player who has won everything, but it's not like he's not super young, and he's not like super polarizing, like in the way that people like. Equals no lore kind of thing.
Has to use the Greaves here just to get it back.
And look at the illusions. It's just getting full read of everything Liquid's doing right now.
If we were interested in someone just because they win here, we wouldn't be here. This guy's getting fucking banned. This guy's just getting fucking banned.
Take the fight with this. Doesn't get better for you now.
It
Guy's just fucking
cannot be
banned.
the initiation. They're read every step of the way by Ace, who spreads his spiders all over.
And by the way, they do not have to
First message,
here.
07. Welcome to the fucking stream, buddy.
Liquid are the ones
Good first
under
message.
pressure
I
to
have
make
big
a
hopes
move.
for you.
The roar goes off. Tofu blocking, sits up on the high ground. Liquid running into him, but they sweep around the side here. Mickey's going to try and go up the corner to get a good Wukong's command inside of the Roshan pit. Game of Gladiators concede that ground, though.
Okay, on the backside.
They're going to look for Mickey. He doesn't show himself. Duracio's
Dude, the thing about Quinn is he's like, I feel like so many other players in his position would take risks and stuff, but he still plays stable. Like, he's not doing anything. Look, he's literally like, he has Refresher BKB against 0 stuns, but he's still waiting for the Alk stun, he's still waiting for the initiation. Like, he's not doing anything like animal as fuck. I feel so many players in his position would do some stupid blink, like give the enemy a chance. I would fucking do it. Well, listen, I'm a fucking animal. I would absolutely just blink in for no reason.
Where is the damage going to come from if you're Liquid?
I did just have to get out. No Wukong, no Earth Splitter, no Epicenter. And you traded it all for
That's the
some
difference
ADs, and
between
it's more
Quinn and other players. I'm telling you right now. Like, any other player, Miracle, Somel, fucking like all these old school players would blink in for no reason, take a risk for the YouTube highlights. My boy Quinn out there, he's on the grind set. He's on that why take risks when you can be a champ, you understand me? He's on that mindset. You know what I'm saying? This is what he listens to every day when he wakes up, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. He does it. He wakes up, and this is what he puts on. So he puts this on right now.
你好中意同佢慳咩？我信咗三，我等一個機會。
走一再
唔係要證明話俾人聽我威，只係想話俾人聽我見咗嘅嘢我就自己攞翻。
Followed by an emotional Titanic flute.
Meanwhile, Ace.
Here we go. Hey, yo, Quinn, I just praised you, bro. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Hey, hold on one second.
They don't know. I've got a refresher, guys.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Quinn's not gonna go for
Oh,
it.
here we go!
And gets burned out. 33 now. They go for it. But the strike hit him with the burrow
As good as it
strike.
gets.
Blast off. So many stuns. Can they do this? Earth Splitter cuts down the SF. Now for Duraccio. Duraccio with his BKB walking back. Gets bashed up. They want Quinn, but Quinn already got out with the Ogre Seal Totem and a BKB. He's out of the Wukong's command. And Liquid. Do they dare to pursue?
It's
with
so
the front
scary.
Here we go.
trying
The
to-
stun of hell.
Still a Requiem
The
up.
stun.
Duraccio comes back in,
Okay,
force
never
staff
mind.
up to the high ground. Nice play by Boxy. Gets the initiation out of Duraccio without dying.
I thought Quinn was going to go back in there. Gaming our risk.
Guys, just wait. BKB is Quinn. Just make the call. Come on. Make the call, Quinn. Just wait your fucking.
Very fast stuns from Liquid.
Just wait it up.
But Duraccio, this man does not care.
Nope, you used a bunch of spells, and you couldn't kill Duraccio the first time around. He doesn't.
That's
think
okay.
he
Quinn
had
is not taking risk. He's not hitting the tower or anything. He's just chilling.
Go without Wukong's command, got Epicenter, and he may be right about this.
You
one.
see that, guys? Stable gameplay. You know, the boy's out there just sitting. He's just chilling. He's biding his time. He's waiting for the opportunity. It'll come, my son. Just wait.
Be careful about when you go in with the stuns. If you go in with Boundless / Burrow, it opens up opportunity for that Requiem to come out. Liquid on a knife's edge. Trying to make something magical happen here.
Tofu just being a nuisance. Will chip away a little bit more at that melee barracks.
I mean, if they want to slow siege this, they can.
They absolutely can, yeah.
Just do it
YouTube.
with every alcohol. Every time he gets stunned, force staff him out. You will eventually get megas here. So Liquid are gonna have to do something offensive.
Duraccio could also just full in commit with his BKB.
Also possible, yeah. And it looks like he's gonna go for it.
They have a glyph. Liquid hit the stomp. The glyph.
They can't do anything. They have BKB CDs.
Liquid are just saying have megas.
We're stable. We're back. Quinn fan club. Where's that guy? I just saw that's Gaben fan club. Okay, okay. Alright. He's dying to mega creeps, dude. He's just dying to mega creeps. Hey, Quinn, what are you doing, dude? Everyone's kind of missing spells right now. Oh, it's the bind of Monkey King. Okay, okay. Exclamation point song. Why can't you guys be like that guy, huh? It's beautiful. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
He's going to try and pick up his shard, so they
Beautiful.
use that boundless
Beautiful.
drop to close the gap on. I don't know what you going for SF? Is that the best target?
This is Quinn's theme song as well.
You can snag it.
He listens to the song all the time. It gets him in the group. He messaged me this before.
It's very difficult to get on top of the Shadow Fiend.
Good time to get a little recap of what Game of Gladiators have been up to since the last 5 minutes. And it's been living inside a liquid space. That's what they've been up to.
Very little openings.
It does look like a patrol.
I'll tell you, just hit the patrol key, go back and forth on the ramp. Well, you did get to your auras on the Brewmaster. I mean,
Yeah, apparently he's abandoned the Radiance.
auras are broken, right?
Yeah, well, you know, when you're one aura item behind at all times.
You wanna buy fame? Quinn will scam you.
Gladiators aura maxing to the core. Get that lead. It's 2 or 3K. They get that first aura item. They use that to get a bigger lead. They get another aura item, and it extends and extends. And there is no shortage of aura items to buy.
No shortage of camps to farm. Getting level 25s now between the SF and the Alchemist. Some nice late game talents here.
All right, so we got
Turn
the
up!
Insta-cast
This guy is
right
crazy as
now.
fuck. He's got to be on Molly or some powder or something.
And movement speed here means you sell the boots. Just fully 6-law yourself. Nullifier and Strength Link now up for this Alchemist. So there's very little you can do to save the targets he jumps. He wants to commit in. And Roche is back. Will be instantly scouted.
They're waiting for
by
Dire Roche for eggs or what? Or is it not? Is it cheese?
The hard part is, I feel like nowadays teams are so disciplined that nobody just nobody gets caught inside the Roshan pit anymore. Maybe it's a difference in where the pit is, you know, being in the corner as opposed to the older days of being closer to the middle of the map, but just feels like the winning team is pretty much guaranteed to be either taking Roshan or they take a fight outside of the Roshan pit, where they're sitting in some trees or some high ground. The enemy team has to walk into them.
Very difficult to go up the ramp unless you can get
Quinn's alarm.
Very hard to get vision there, unless you have someone who's an insane frontliner. Most of the times, if you're behind in the current meta, you don't have those.
Shivas, look, he's trying to 6 slot in auras, dude. This guy's so cringe. I'd fucking report him, I swear to God. Dude, he bought Shivas and Brood. He's just literally buying every aura in the fucking game, dude. Do they have a Vlads? Look at the buffs. They have every aura.
I don't know.
My
Check out
God.
all the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Wraith Pact is the missing one. Tier 4 down, throne exposed. Gaming Gladiators have every advantage you could possibly hope for to close out this game. They're going to lead off. Trying to get it. No, oh, still got off the Requiem thanks to the BKB, despite that quick jump in from Nisha. A Burrow Strike hit at the same time as Quinn went in, but Quinn went in safely with a BKB. They got one buyback out of Liquid. And many more ults to go.
Do lose the banner. Massive blow here for the push.
True, true.
Very disciplined exchange from Gaiman. Take a 5 buyback and reset with 40k net worth lead.
Mickey is going to have Abyssal Blade, so if he can get the jump on somebody
SF
with
ult?
this Divine Rapier, maybe he can pop them.
SF ult? No, he don't even need it. Where the fuck is Quinn anyway? He's on YouTube right now? The dude's on Facebook right now? Where is he?
Now with an Aegis on Game of Gladiators on a 40,000 net worth lead, and the throne at half HP. A jump onto Duraccio. Duraccio is forcing the attention of Liquid.
Here we go!
Mickey, when's he gonna hit this bound? The strike goes for it, but got hit by the Requiem at the same time. Quinn's back up to full health, and they'll
Okay,
chase
well, the
after
game's over.
Insania for the dieback. Now it's 2. Nisha with a BKB, Burrow striking out of the base, but your throne is dead. 2-0 now for Gaming Gladiators in the grand finals.
Dude, they're not even sweating. This game is too chill for them.
We saw only one team come back in the history of Game and Gladiator Grand Finals from this position. It was Azure Ray at KL.
Earlier this year, yep.
They reverse swept it.
And I'll just say, Duraccio did call that he was going to 3-0 this final.
That is true.
And he did say that against Azure Ray.
That is true.
So we'll see if he jinxed himself.
However, these are very different circumstances.
Yeah, how so? What do you mean?
You know, I think Liquid has also been here before and are maybe starting to get some flashbacks, some very unpleasant flashbacks right now about watching.
Yeah, it ain't looking good for the boys. It ain't looking good for the boys.
Longed for a very long time. This would be another crushing defeat for them to be this close once more and lose it to the same team again in the same way. At some point, you have to question what your reality is and whether you're going insane. I feel like I'm going insane watching this play.
I don't know, guys. What do you mean, what's this algorithm? It's beautiful. We already watched it.
Other key. Something in my eyeball I can't see.
It's probably a lash.
Boy, I can't wait to eat food off of my favorite plate. Hopefully nothing bad is it. No!
My mom's biological dad's.
I think we saw this. The chicken. Dude. Oh, that's funny. They're so cute, guys. They're so cute. I don't understand this. Okay, I pull up shit.
Mum, this tastes different. Did you put anything different in it?
I put a bit of wine.
Mark! I can't believe how drunk you are.
I am not drunk.
Yes, you are.
I am not fucking drunk.
Can you tell the time?
Yes. I am not fucking drunk.
That's some good shit. Dude, I need to eat, I think. I need to fucking eat something. Let me check what's going on right now, guys. Let's listen to BSJ. Let me order food.
A little bit more. Celery gets the pull off over here, but they're going to go on Celery again. And I want to highlight that Boxy and 33, who have control of this lane so far, they're both sitting at full HP right now, and Duraccio is barely level 2. So what happens here is they're going to go on Celery, and they're going to get the kill, which seems great for Liquid and all, but look at the results after the play. We see Boxy that's going to drop
McDonald's,
below half,
you think?
no mana from the tower, and 33, who's below half with no mana, and Duraccio, full HP, half mana. Suddenly, this lane's looking a little bit better for Duraccio. Then we pull up the next clip. Has Liquid learned their lesson yet? Let's find out. Duraccio and Celery, you see them actually setting up on Boxy for the blast off. Actually, they go on Celery again, and there's going to be virtually no investment.
Some haters in the chat about McDonald's or what, dude?
Has taken virtually no damage. So suddenly, after being 0-2 at a minute and a half into the
McDonald's
game,
in other
Duraccio
countries
is
is
the
better than in
number
US.
one
Is that true
network.
actually? I think it depends on like the
Only 4
location.
minutes in.
I know there are
This is
some really
the part of
shitty
the
McDonald's in
gets game and off the
Toronto,
ground. They have such a tempo
but there are
in
some
this
very
lineup.
good ones as well.
Perhaps choosing the wrong
Like
hero
some
to
of the
be aggressive
locations
on.
you gotta
Will
go
they
through
mix
to
up
like
that approach in
to
game
know which
3?
ones are
Because
just
they had a
actually
lot of things
shit,
going for
like the
them
fries or
in the
whatever.
first 3 minutes, but it's got to be more than good first 3 minutes to take a game off of gaming. Let's check in with Purge and Fear to see what they're doing out in the audience.
Thanks, BSJ. Yeah, I'm hanging out with Fear, and we're looking at this club champion trophy and the wall. I'm really excited to see what happens, but so far it's looking a little one-sided.
Yeah, Gaiman's one game away from getting their name on there, and Liquid really have to pull together. As Ryan did say, they had a good 3 minutes, but they got to last longer on that against Gaming Gladiators, as this is a team that will run you over. And a good force plays,
What should I order,
they had
guys?
a bunch of good team fight
What the hell's a
items,
Big
and Liquid
Tasty?
just can't answer it.
I really had more hope at the start of the game, though, because they were pressuring Duraccio, like Brian pointed out, and the mid lane wasn't looking so good. Quinn got 2 solo kills, I believe, so it was like there was hope. But why did the net worth not change? Like, they were getting kills on the
Big Tasty? What is it?
I'm just staring at the net worth. It didn't bug.
I'm Dutch, don't order McDonald's there? What should I order then? Tell me, what's actually like good?
And that changed everything.
I just want some carbs.
For Duraccio, he got top net worth of the game. Quinn continued to have top net worth, and then Ace, yeah, he didn't have a great game, but those 2 cores just carried him through the mid game.
Yeah, and then they just
Big
kept buying
ta-
more
what
and
is it?
switched
What is
solidified
it?
The game. So we'll see if the same thing happens
Big
in the next
tasty.
game. We're gonna jump to a break, and when we come back, game number 3.
Look, I will move it. No. I go. Hello? Connecting?
But why'd you give me a monster? Did you drink some?
Yeah, I'll catch him. I'll catch him.
Yeah, but I have already 3 of them here. You want one? Are you? Where you going? Alright, he's out.
What? Oh, look, it's all good, guys. Let's shit up, man.
Big tasty? Okay, fuck it. We're going in this shit. Sounds not that bad. Okay, one big tasty. Spicy McChicken. Anyone know if spicy McChicken in Netherlands is good? Guys, I don't need to be like, I don't need the fucking Twitch chat diet of animals in the for lack of a better word. It's okay. I can eat McDonald's. I allow myself to once a month. God damn. How about make plant, guys? What about make plant? What do you think about that? Guess we got some haters.
It's the EWC and you want to play like a pro.
I do.
A lesson for you. Axe on. You're
What did he
fresh,
say?
Ready to fight and grind those long hours. It's how it should be. Axe off. You're slow, unfocused, and lagging. Do you get it? Let's go again.
Who the fuck is
Your
this?
best game. You must freshen up first. Get your axe on. Spray, play, repeat. Axe and Esports World Cup.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my order so far, guys. I got a single big tasty, some fries, chicken nuggets. Think it's enough food for your boy, or do I need one more of those? So one more burger, some. One more, you think? Yeah, one more. I agree. Quarter pounder, yeah. Double quarter pounder.
I'm going to take you guys on a exciting adrenaline-fueled journey to go see the top 5 wonders.
Double quarter pounder, boys.
Follow me. Don't get lost. There will be no breaks. Come. Welcome to another one of our wonders, the Boulevard Studio Water Tower, baby.
Okay.
That is right. This is where the art happens. This is where the films are made. You're watching a film. made at the studio right now. It's Inception. You're watching it happen. Not only delicious, nutritious water from there, you also get the juice, the power. Look at those cords, powering up those stoplights, powering up those cameras. Our camera is connected to the tower, which goes to all of the broadcasts at once, all other games. So it's the epicenter of all creativity in the Boulevard, and you are part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wonder of Riyadh here. This is a beautiful area that's quite reminiscent of another little area you might know. Maybe in New York?
How are you not fat? Dude, what you talking about, dude? I actually am pretty heavy. But I'm not at the weight that I want to be in. I lost some weight the last couple days. I think when I came here, so I came here like what, 11 days ago, I think, 12 days ago I came here. And I was 83 kilos, something like that. Now I weigh myself, I'm like 81. It's fucking cringe. Shit's garbage, dude. I gotta get that weight gain up. You know what I mean? God damn.
No, because this one goes across the stars. In fact, look, perhaps that's the sun.
Crockett? What the hell is that?
It is a decoration of some sort. I don't know what it is, but I do know that if it is spherical, it will appear on this circle, okay? I come out here sometimes and contemplate my life. I look upon the sphere and I ask for answers. Great sphere, who will win Dota 2's event? The sphere knows, but will it share? No, for it is a wonder.
Why do you look sad? Why does your face look ugly? How do you feel now? Banning this guy.
And now, dear viewers, I take you somewhere away from the techno music, the gamers, and the cringe to a serene moment. Welcome to the large waterfall
That hit him hard. Sorry, dude, sorry.
That is so serene and a nice break away from all the excitement of the Boulevard, one of my most favorite spots. And this is why it is a wonder of the Riyadh Boulevard.
Dude, where did Koiko go? He just fucking dipped out. Where did he go? It's like 8 o'clock or something, dude. What the hell is he doing?
And that, my friends, is you, dear viewer. You are the final wonder of the Riyadh Boulevard. You always have been. Stupid, you didn't figure that out yet. It was one of those pieces. Duh! It was always you, dear viewer. So thank you for joining me on this incredible journey to discover all the wonders of the Riyadh Boulevard. And don't forget how special you are. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.
I'm also clocking out early today too. I'm not gonna stream that much because I don't really want to play pubs. I hate this patch so much. Such an awful like experience to play Dota every day on this patch. So I'm just not gonna. I'll probably end tonight as well, early.
The title, the championship here at Riyadh Masters, live from the Esports World Cup, and that comes paired with one.
Is my height 6'1"? 6.
It also
Not
comes
6'1".
paired with extra points for Gaming Gladiators for the club championship, for which they still have a shot at making it very far as well over the next 5 weeks. But Team Liquid, they really
When's Assassin's Creed coming out, guys? I kind of want to play this game. How do I get this game? It's gonna release early, right?
I will say though, Gaiman is looking incredibly strong. Will Team Liquid
So the two games that I want to play are the Wukong game, Assassin's Creed Shadows. What else we got?
Very much dependent on the draft that we're gonna break down with.
Dude, I beat Radan. I beat him already. You guys didn't know that? I beat him already. I beat him, was it yesterday? It was yesterday, yes. It is in the VOD. You can check it out.
Snapfire and Hoodwink still in the pool. And we got 3 new bands, well, new-ish, I should say, in Chen Enchantress and the Broodmother. Brewmaster there as well, TA and Sven band.
My SFP looks pretty cool, I gotta say. Yeah. Wait, when's GTA coming out, guys?
I feel like they're either gonna first pick that or ban it away. I do like at least a change up for Team Liquid. I will say that I don't think they're losing only on draft. There's no way that that is the fact, but you always want to make it more simple. And I feel like when they're
2030, 2 people said 2030. How do you know?
The Weaver, Hoodwink, Snapfire, whatever, you can trade. Then play your lanes.
The Japanese government is getting involved in the new AC game. What does that even mean?
Laning stages, in my opinion, have not been.
Yo, this guy's name, Industry, he looks legit. Like, if you see this guy type, his name is just Industry, that guy looks legit. I think I'll trust him. 2031, alright, I trust you.
was Gaming Gladiators themselves in Kuala Lumpur against Azure Ray. And if anybody recalls, Game 3, Gaming Gladiators had a commanding lead, and then one play turned that game and I feel like shifted the entire momentum of that series. And based on what I saw from Team Liquid in Game 1 during my analysis and also when I was combing through the early game, it just felt like they're forcing a lot of things. They feel panicked. They're making uncharacteristic mistakes. And I almost feel like they've lost faith that they can trust that they can just play their own game and it'll be enough. And I think one play in the mid game of this game could shift the tides of that entire dynamic. So that's my copium for the series.
Well, they do go back to some of their idea sphere that they started with Tiny on the first pick for Team Liquid. Or
Yeah, I mean,
second overall.
this is definitely their last chance here. Luckily, it is a best of 5. They're trying multiple different angles here on how to crack the Gaming Gladiators code. This time they decided it's going to be the Chen, Brood, and Chantress. We're going to ban out these heroes.
So they just
We're
banned
gonna leave
out.
in the OP supports that we
Basically, the
lost
strat is let's play against something that we do not play against.
probably make a trade.
Interesting
So, going for
tactic.
what I see is the last angle here to try and beat Gaming Gladiators. Will it work? We'll have to see here. And this is where things can be either very promising for you if you take this game like, hey, they're winning because of these heroes. I think we figured out the formula, or it's going to be very demoralizing and be like, we just can't crack this code. We cannot crack Gaming Gladiators. And this is going to be an interesting matchup already. Weaver's a very strong hero right now. One of the big position 4s and carries that are strong in the lane. But Team Liquid has shown this Tiny has been very impressive for them. And it is very good versus Weaver as well. So far, so good. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
I will say that I like the follow-up bans from Gaming Gladiators. I feel like
It's back to expert analysis, guys. It's back to expert analysis. Let me explain.
They threaten you more.
Let me explain. So, this game will be the first game Celery is playing, not Ench, Chen, or Jakiro, guys. It is the first game, or Maiden. Sorry, those 4, and Maiden. I'm telling you right now, it's uncharted territory. Put the captain in an uncomfortable position, you understand me? That's how you do it in the hood. And it's how you're gonna do it here in Game 3. Let's fucking get it.
Yeah, I mean, the bad news is, though, Weaver is one of Team Liquid's most banned heroes, and they have not beat it yet.
Yeah.
So that's obviously not great, but they do have the Tiny this time. This is a first pick Weaver, and I don't think Darachu has played this Weaver yet, which I think could be good news for them.
I mean, it definitely fits into his arsenal of heroes, but...
First message, remember when you got a reverse sweep by IG?
Alchemist, even the CK, that's a hero that was banned out, I believe, in the last 2 games. This is the first time that he is going through.
They'll almost certainly pick it up as against Beastmaster. One of the best things to do is just be aggressive consistently, close the gap on him, pressure him so he doesn't have the ability to send the board, to stack the Ancients, and play for efficiency. I can't fathom any other pick than CK coming out for Gaming Gladiators. You know, I remember in Pure's interview when Tundra's in the upper bracket, if it ain't broke, why would I bother fixing it? I'm sure Gaming Gladiators is thinking something similar.
What do I think about Nisha, how he plays right now? He's really, I would say he's unstable, but he's really good. Like, when he has good games, he shits on the game. When he has bad games, he kind of feeds, but he's really high ceiling, obviously. He owns in some games.
From Team Liquid, as they've been first pick in 3 of those. Now, there's the CK. What pairs with it to help punish this Beastmaster in lane?
I mean, if we go back an hour ago to the pre-game of this one, I talked about...
No, that's not stable. Problem with Nisha is that some games he has like gets solo killed 2 times by tops in, like kind of throw the fucking game. And then he has some games where he's like literally shitting on the game, him like solo carrying the game.
Right now, but he's getting those 3 heroes, in fact his top 2 heroes, every single time. So Team Liquid are taking a completely different route. I do like the fact that they're not giving Chen away at least. So that is one good thing, but they'll grab another Aura buyer here in the Enigma. Not entirely sure where this one's going to go. It can go into the off lane. Could also be a position 5 for them if they want to go that route. But yeah, I don't know if any of us could have called the Enigma on this particular one. Doesn't stand out like...
This is his second 5, I think.
Buys Auras, I suppose.
Yeah, they haven't picked it yet.
Yeah.
On either Celery or Ace. So this is a completely new hero for GG, and that's kind of based on what Liquid's forced to be done by the Auras, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, I guess one of the nice things is that they can kind of mask it until later, because your Weaver.
So
could be
GG has
before,
first
but
pick,
Enigma can
TL
go
has
into the
second pick.
offlane, or
Both
right,
teams want.
otherwise if they feel like, okay, fine, we'll just put the Enigma
Both
5 and pick
teams
the offlane, they
enjoy
can't do
second
that
pick. So
after these next 2 picks.
theoretically,
But for
TL's in a.
this
This is
support
a good
pool
position to
kind of
be in
sharp,
game
at least
3.
from the ones that you would want to take and want to play. You need to help your beast in the lane against a CK Enigma. So what does my bro Boxy want to cook here?
Snapfire in the pool?
He is in the pool still.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the ones he could go for if he wants to focus on trying to win laning stage here, and that's going to be a very early pick Shadow Fiend here. One good thing about this hero, though, for Liquid is, we saw earlier, they're willing to play it on multiple roles, so they could play carry on Mickey. I'm sure Nisha would love to play it as well if he has a good lane matchup.
I guess it's still the question is like,
I got someone with the drops title. I'm sorry, Blessed. It's all a bait. It's not actually a good drop.
Marcy maybe, just to enable the SF flex. Okay, Rubik for the black hole.
Yeah, I mean, I think
as well.
Shadow Fiend is kind of like a specialty counter to the Enigma. Some people like to play it there just because you can double raise the Eidolons. Add a Rubik Blast on top of it. We do know Insania loves to play Rubik in position 5. So this lane should be good if it is an Enigma off lane. Really good at Rubik game though. You got Weaver and Enigma to steal spells from.
Are we still going for any flex potential on the Tiny? Because I once again look at this and
yes,
I'm surprised that there might be position 5 coming out last on the 17 Liquid.
I mean, he can. Tiny could be a 4 with the beast, but I feel like this.
Yeah, it's an Celery, Enigma, and CK safe lane.
Like through the lane a
Darkster Weaver off lane.
Playing against CK is not easy. Like even sure, Rubik is fine there, but
I
Rubik
think
also doesn't like to kind of have heroes like really run over him. So I'm a little worried for that lane.
I don't know. I consider Darkster actually not good against Shadow Fiend, to be honest. I think so. They should feel okay putting Darkster or Shadow Fiend against Darkster. I think.
Bad about it.
Hear me out. The Shadow Demon for Boxy. Last overall pick, 5 position Rubik, carry SF, mid Tiny, Shadow Demon Dispel against the Darkseer, Iron Shell Surge, the save against Black Hole.
Well, if you want me to predict, I think if actually TL is not tilted and can play normally, I think they can win this game easily. I think this is the best game in terms of comfort and draft. If Liquid is mentally, like if this is game 1, I think they will win this game. Only thing is, I don't know what
What do you think about the draft?
What they're thinking, you know.
GG, they have a position 5 that can build auras as Enigma. They have a position 3 that can build auras. They have a really strong laner on CK on carry, and Weaver also really strong.
Okay, my
laner,
McDonald's
so
here, boys.
Well, they had game 1, game 2. We've seen what happened game 1, game 2. So really good draft from GG, but this time I see Team Liquid, maybe they can set a tempo of the game, because with Beastmaster they can do an early Roche. They can take objectives with this SF, so if they somehow get an early lead, they can actually capitalize in this early lead. So I like this draft from Liquid better than the ones I've seen on the previous games.
Oh, yeah, what about the Tiny? They had a lot of success with that in group stage, just getting kills across the map consistently. I don't know what position it's going to be at this point, still flexible, but surely the toss facet, the most OP facet in the game, can do something, right?
It's definitely broken, and the good thing about Tiny, as you said, you don't know the role, because also GG cannot know the role, because it's a flex hero. So you can always choose to go position 4 on the hero, and you're gonna be a position 4 that cut waves. So if you have a melee 4, you don't need to full commit on playing the lane, and you can cut waves against a team that always wants to play a very strong lane, as this CK Enigma.
Alright, well thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Estini and Purge. He feels like Team Liquid's got a better draft than the previous 2 games, but still very much liking what Gaming Gladiators is cooking up as well.
I mean, it just kind of seems hard to get Gaming out of their comfort zone. I will say that it is an absolute good point that, of course, they have the beast. They can look to get the first ages with like the axe timing and then play like through their SF. Like also before this game, I was looking, maybe they want to play some SF Marcy, just some Liquid strat. You know, set the tempo yourself and try. So I do like that they have that going for them, but I will say Gaming have a very nasty draft, at least for now, to deal with that.
They end up banning Wind Ranger at the very last second they had available, and they pick up that Sand King.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really play that a lot. Most likely gonna be Gwen playing that one. I'd really like to see the SF go mid. Sure, bot lane might be a little bit hard, and you just like last pick a Gyrocopter or something that can lane against this Darkseer or Faceless Void would be okay with me. I'd like to see them get a new carry, because I really think that Shadow Fiend with Ags really hard counters the CK. And from the carry position, not so good. So that could be really good for them, but it looks like they're just going to go for a Clockwork instead, throwing the most likely tiny mid and carry SF. This one, not as big of a fan of. Obviously, Sand King can get out of that pretty easily, but it is a black hole cancel if you have the right angle, which is nice. You also have Roar for that. And the laning stage, I think their plan is to potentially shut down Celery there.
Okay, I'm also a bit confused. I would have liked the pivot that Fear was talking about with their type of core heroes, put the SF mid, but so they're going with the clock. I wonder if there's also anything I'm not seeing that they want to rotate early on or do something funky with their lanes, because at least for now, I think Gaimin again have stronger lanes. The only thing I can see for Liquid is that with the Beast Axe, they help him a lot early, that they get this timing to get the Aegis. But if Beast doesn't have a good lane and they stack for him, and then Gaimin bring the Sand King over there, I feel like that could be really, really bad for Team Liquid.
I'm just nervous for that CK lane. You said they're going to try to pressure Celery with the Clockwork, but he's got Eidolons to protect himself against the battery assaults. I'm looking forward to a little bit of pinball action with the new cog facet, but at the end of the day, as we heard from the coach in the interview, I think it's the same story being told here. We're already about 2/3 of the way through the chapters, and I think we all know the conclusion.
Whew. For your final words?
Well, it's not going to be the easiest game for them, but they do have potential with Shadow Fiend and the Beastmaster just to snowball up. Hopefully Boxy hits some great holes. If they can start the fights on the Enigma and the Shadow Fiend can win his lane, I think that's their best chance.
Seems like Team Liquid has got quite the job to do here in this third game of this best-of-5 Grand Finals. Gaming Gladiators can, if they win this, take the title here of champions at Ria Masters. This is the 6th Grand Finals they play against Team Liquid, and at the moment it might just look like it's the same result as the previous 5 times. This one maybe even feeling a little bit more dominant than the rest. Let's find out what's gonna happen in this third game of this best-of-5 together with Cap and SVG.
That's right, it may be the worst position that Liquid has ever been in their history, their long history against Gaming Gladiators. But Avery, the night is darkest. What's just around the corner?
More curseness?
The dawn, the light. Surely the light is just around the corner, you know? Maybe this is the start of something beautiful. I mean, it would be a beautiful story if they manage reverse sweep. Reverse sweeps come few and far between in Dota.
I'll say this, Austin. When you go to me to be, the panel had their discussions. We heard the words of the panelists. We saw which way they were leaning. We saw how they felt about the situation. I've heard what you had to say about it. When you're looking to me to bring the hope in the situation, I feel like we've gone off the rails somewhere. I don't know if that's what my brand is known for, but I assume it's not. But is there hope here? Is there a way back from the bottom of this pit of despair that Liquid find themselves in? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little story that I think a lot of people can relate to, Austin. I think every Dota player has been in that pit of darkness.
Everyone.
They have been at the bottom. Many of these players have gone through the ups and downs, and they have been at the down, and they know how bad that feeling is, and they have all gotten through it to get back to this moment. And that is proof, if you are Liquid right now, that you can reverse sweep this series. Because there is always a way back, and there's always a way back to the top, and nobody is ever out.
Who's winning, guys?
You retire, and even then you can come back and do it 8 more times, like Seb.
True.
Dota can always pull you back in. It's just a question of whether you're able to push back.
Quarter pounder.
And I want to see the pushback right now from Liquid. Because I think I and everybody else watching this series who has watched all the other series between these two teams combined over the last 2 years, well, it would make.
I'm gonna mute my mic, guys, and eat 1 second.
Make it a bit more spicy, and it would
enjoy the cast, enjoy the game. Understand that this all might be over soon. You know what I mean?
No matter what the patch is, what the draft is, something about Gaming Gladiators has just been a stonewall to Team Liquid. But different draft in this game 3. They get some very important heroes for them, right? They get the Tiny, which has done Really good work for them throughout this tournament. This matchup in particular, the Tiny versus Sand King, was something that got them into this upper bracket position in the upper bracket finals against Game of Gladiators. A previous series, they played that Tiny against Sand King a couple times around, got them some good wins. They've got their Beastmaster for 33. You can always seem to rely on that one. And then some twists. We got Rubik Clockwork. Wasn't expecting to be seeing a Clockwork. Where did he come from?
I feel like it's just Boxy trying to find something that he can build some morale for on the team. Be a initiator, be a playmaker. This is a hero that he's won many matches on before. And it can be a nice interruption tool here. A nice, easy source of initiation that they've lacked in some of the previous team fights. They were having trouble finding it. Yeah, it's difficult when you're kind of like, okay, Nisha, you got to start every fight and go in, and then he's just immediately in the middle of all this garbage and can't get back out. I don't think they want that type of situation for the Tiny, so they get another very consistent initiator on the support role.
Particularly if he's going to be losing another lane against Quinn, who seems to just have Nisha's number in this matchup.
Quinn has gotten the better of him, but to be fair, I think Quinn has also gotten a number of cheese picks against Nisha.
Yeah, that last SF versus Sand King was certainly not a fun matchup.
I think this mid lane should go a lot more even, and I do like Tiny versus Sand King. I think it is, you're on the better end of this exchange if you have the Tiny. At least my personal preference. I mean, this is a very close matchup, and they do different things. So it's not an end-all.
Yo, I think
in theory, Tiny does.
I think Gwynn's fucking popping off on this line mid, man. I don't know, man. It's the done deal.
Can also displace him out of some of his sandstorm stuff like that. So I think Liquid. I mean, if you can't win with the Shadow Fiend Tiny Beast that I feel like have been 3 of your best cores the entire event, you're just getting outplayed.
Yeah, and that has been part of the matchup of Game of Gladiators versus Liquid. Nisha. Oh, is he going to die in this matchup? Not quite. The bottle will help keep him alive, but Quinn is destroying him in CS now.
And he gets the range deny. Yeah, I mean,
15 and 8 compared to 5 and 3. He's tripling up on him.
A very rough start for the Tiny, actually. Yeah,
Nisha destroyed this matchup against other mid laners, but Quinn is something different when it comes to mid lane.
I mean, at least they get first blood eventually on that Weaver top. It took a couple tries. I feel like the side lanes for Liquid have been going better in this game 2 and 3. They've definitely stepped it up. This is also going to be a support swap. Something worth mentioning here, does usually make your laning a little weaker, but it makes the player stronger on the heroes. Quinn gets caught on a burrow strike.
Yeah, nice toss back there from Nisha, and the tree is not going to be enough damage, but it puts him super low. He's going to be there for the water rune for a bit of recovery.
All right, that is
Tofu going to make a rotation through the gate very early.
Yo,
to punish 33.
I don't know if that was the big tasty. That was the quarter pounder. Yeah, this is the big taste. The big taste. You see, it's the big one. Let's see what we got here. What's cooking here?
Plus 28 here. Big swing for Duraccio. Puts his CK in a much better position. Still Mikke leading the pack, which is exactly what you want for this safe lane Shadow Fiend. We saw Liquid do a lot of work with this hero earlier. Cannot underestimate how strong it is. He has some buffs to play behind him. Not as much as he had in that game, but still, Beastmaster can help him out, and they're going to get another one on Ace, so extra build-up for the SF here. Take advantage of the Weaver being bottom.
Telekinesis throw back into the Eidolons, trying to stall out some of the damage. Duraccio a bit low on mana, so may not be able to have another kill attempt for him for a little while. Meanwhile, Nisha, low health Quinn. Man, look at that. That Stinger just does so much damage to a no armor Tiny.
I think if Quinn hadn't lost all that HP on the tower, this lane might have been completely one-sided. At least Nisha's getting something here, but it
still is one-sided. He's still doubling him up in CS.
This is not how Liquid wanted this lane to go. And it's going to have to be made up for here in the 2 side lanes. Now, this SF is pulling ahead by a decent amount. Free farming the lane. There's not a lot you can do to go on Mikke here as long as Boxy's protecting him. You can maybe try and all-in him with a Swarm and a support rotation. We are seeing the Enigma go through the gate. So Gaming are going to try and push him with this catapult, get the big SF kill, or at least threaten it. You can shell the Weaver and push him in here.
It's going to be up to Boxy.
Get scanned.
to keep these two, Ace and Tofu, from overwhelming Mickey when the
You gotta understand.
Cogs goes out.
You gotta understand some. You gotta understand some. Quinn just, he's built diff, you understand me? He wakes up, just got that alarm, the alarm, and he sounds there in his ear. He's ready to keep popping off. You know, oh, what the fuck is going on?
And Duraccio limping across the jungle. Almost dying to the tower there. Cogs actually managed to nab Ace with the battery assault out. Duraccio's trying to help, but he cannot do anything to get Ace out of that sticky situation.
Yo, I'm about to feel like I'm gonna ban those people who said to get the big McTasty, dude. I'm not feeling it. I'm not liking it.
This early game. A lot of
I don't know, bros.
The Beastmaster gets the free farm bottom.
I don't know, bros.
And you shut down some of that Weaver who Tofu's just found.
I'm not liking this big tasty shit. Tastes kind of bad. No cap. It's kind of fucking dog shit.
He's gonna. Oh, he thought about it.
He's not.
For real.
Him a little bit.
I would have got my usual order. It's just a Big Mac. I get 2 Big Macs usually.
He's not gonna make it in time.
Already level 5 on this clock.
It all tastes the same? What the? That's so sus.
So far up in experience of their support.
Please run up the ramp.
He still tries for it. Cogs doesn't pull him in.
That's a level 3 battery. Would have just been instant death for Ace.
Yeah.
McDonald's is trash anyway. That's just straight up wrong, brother. McDonald's is just legendary. If you don't like McDonald's, that must mean you had a good childhood, you know what I'm saying? Or you ate good food all the time. Listen, out here,
not just because of the fact they're down 0-2, but also because
McDonald's saved many of us, alright?
There's going to be a Sand King that is extremely farmed. It's not quite as farm as the SF, but
no, Quinn, he did his job mid.
Certainly did. I mean, I feel like there's not really a time you say Quinn didn't do his job when it comes to the first 10 minutes of the game against kind of no matter who he's laning.
I wonder if you play against Weaver, if you should
it is nice when you're
just go the normal cog.
Tell you that much. 8-minute rune was bottom. It's an illusion.
Not the biggest deal, but phase boots for Quinn is
the resources right now. That's what's winning this mid lane. This Tiny's gonna have to go to base again here, second time before 10-minute mark. Just costing Nisha a lot of time, and they're gonna scout this huge set of stacks.
Oh, burrow strike! Oh,
close.
Barely off the mark
close.
This is not a stack you can afford to give up in this game for Liquid. I don't think Game have the best means of taking it.
Yeah, Beastmaster is gonna cut over. See if he can get any of these last hits. Nisha, he's gonna run at him.
What the fuck is Duraccio doing
nice
here?
Toss Avalanche with the axes to be able to cut down the Enigma, and Duraccio's already at half.
They just caught him in the river.
Boxy hit him with the clogs, knocks him up the cliff, but now the battery assault is on top of him. Toss to finish him off and get the kill on Quinn. Liquid.
Yo, what's he doing on CK though?
And, Game of Gladiators underestimating the power of this Tiny.
Things starting to come together here, and it feels very solid. These are heroes that are going to scale well for Liquid and play well together with the Beast buffing them all up. Nisha, he just got exactly what he needed in this game. An injection of gold, some big core kills. And man,
I don't know, I feel they're... Someone post that Kuro thing, stop thinking about winning thing.
With the blood grenade, but not quite. Boxy almost bursted by the Stinger. Stolen Burrow Strike, though, will halt Quinn. He's running after him with the bugs on him, but a hook shot, a top.
Oh, never mind.
Got some of that damage. Meanwhile, Nisha, he's still got the bug on him.
Never mind.
Strike and a punch to the backside. Ace is able to finish.
Quinn's just fucking shitting on them again.
He managed to hit the Stinger, got another
Cinema.
Now on the run. Celery trying to cover him.
Quinn's just a fucking goat. Oh my god, Quinn's just a fucking goat. I don't know.
The Stinger kills them both and stays alive. Beautiful stuff from the
Oh my god, dude.
Caught from behind by Duraccio. Quinn lives through it all, breaking the ankles of Liquid.
I mean, CC and see you later here. Quinn just dancing over Liquid. This man is absolutely putting on an early game clinic, dragging game in through a laning phase that looked like it was going to go Liquid's way. Just every single move in this fight is on point. Sometimes those illusion runes make a difference. Just got off so many stingers here. The power of phase boots on this hero from mid.
Just as it was going well for Liquid, Quinn.
Dude doesn't even give a fuck, dude. He don't care. I'll tell you why he don't care.
And you have to worry about how strong this Sand King gets because he's
I'll tell you why.
By a lot of team fight. This Dark Seer
he's got a Quinn. You know what I'm saying?
He gets the frontline items on top of the Blink Dagger here. You know, every one of these Burrow Strike Stingers can be on multiple heroes if you clump up and get back. That could have been such a nice end to the laning phase for Liquid if they collected Quinn there. Instead, it's just a disaster. Pushes all of them back down the board.
It pushes all of the Gaming Gladiators
Honestly, I'm
catching up
about to throw this away. This is shit. I'm out, guys. I'll be honest. It's over. I'm throwing this away. Shit's garbage for you, man. You know what I mean? I'm done.
Again, but Foxy there for the interception. Will this be enough though? Trying to get off the Requiem. Vacuum goes off. He just cannot seem to get it off. And Celery won't die either.
Outnumbered and outgunned. Again, Liquid just finding themselves on the back foot in all these little skirmishes as Gaiman bring the numbers. And Ace, I mean, he's just smiling all the way to the bank because Mech just bailed out his 5, got him a double kill, uses the cogs against him, straight into a tower last hit. All of a sudden, you blink and you miss it. This Darkseer is the most farmed hero in the game after getting killed by the Shadow Fiend during the laning phase.
33 doesn't get there in time.
You know, this is the type of game setup where you can look at the draft all you want. You can talk about how the laning phase was going okay, but these little gameplay maneuvers are what is winning this series right now.
Yes, it's simply put, Game of Gladiators, they kind of do what Liquid does, just better.
Yeah, they're just faster.
Give them a different draft, it doesn't change the things that Game of Gladiators, inside of the game, they're just faster than Liquid, and it seems to catch Liquid off guard too many times.
Like, they have slow elements in their lineup. Enigma 5
Oh, must feel good to have so much money. No, it just tastes bad, dude. It's not food that was enjoyable to eat. And that's life, you know. Sometimes you get the garbage, and sometimes you get the dollars, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get the squaw, you know? Squaw who? You know what I'm saying?
It happens so fast.
2.5 minutes.
Sania moving around with his Shukuchi.
I mean, you're going to have some good Rubik plays this game. There are a lot of good spells to steal. Darkseer spells are great. Tsukuchi can set all of it up. Sandstorm spells are magnificent. And of course, the black hole would be...
What happened, dude? I just went to get some water, throw away my McDonald's, and they're 4K gold up.
A smoke up.
The fuck happened?
From Gaming Gladiators, and they have a Blink Dagger on Quinn. So looking to connect these pieces somewhere on the map.
I have a lot of firepower right now. Armlet Chaos Knight easily joins a fight. Drum Enigma, pretty strong. Always the threat with the black hole. You have the Mech Darkseer who can back all of it together. And of course, the Blink Sand King can bring that fight to you with strong initiation power. Gaiman are not lacking anything. It's just a matter of where they want to strike.
Going for the epicenter kill, perhaps. He's waiting for Tofu to set it up with just a little bit of slow. Would have gone a long way. Insania sees a push coming his way. They'll get the heads up. What does Liquid do with this bit of information, knowing all these heroes are going to come in and they just give up the tower? Looks like that's the case.
Okay, 5 mid, kill tower. Are they going to smoke the wisdom? Or are they going to run to wisdom? What? Hey!
It's going to be a lot of space to operate around.
9-9, 5,000 net worth lead, and it's 14-minute wisdom rune time.
Hello? Caster's gone?
$14 minutes. And there we go. We're back into it. 9-9. 14 minutes. Wisdom rune picked up. So Liquid do not give up that big. Game of Gladiators were trying to get a little aggressive. Then they thought better of it. Backed up, farmed 5 different parts of the map. You can see them all spread over the map, trying to just efficiently get to their next round of items.
Liquid gonna group bottom off the smoke.
Okay, axe timing on Beastmaster.
Got the roar on him. So they'll get the pick off.
Fire. Okay, so they will use this axe to break the bottom tower.
Roshan. Are they? I don't think they could do Roshan right
Never
now.
been to NA, but I hear the same food tastes different than it does in Europe. Can you confirm or deny? Yeah, it does taste different for sure.
This Beastmaster, right, is securing that early Roshan in the first place. This Liquid really need this.
You can gate here though after this tier 1. I'm curious if Gaiman are going to try and read this and just set up.
Better or worse, I don't know. I think generally speaking, you can't just say Europe as a whole.
You do want to do this roach though.
And second of all, like, okay, places like England, like as a whole, the 2 cities I was like Birmingham and London, you know. Actually, I was in Swansea, like Wales as well. food in England has been kind of shit. So like for example, England is shit. Hey! What the fuck? What else we got? France is awful. Straight up, worst food I've ever had. Italy was really good. Italy was really good. I liked Italy. I like.
Really good this game. All to the right areas of the map. That moved. The gate moves top, got that tier 1. The move mid, backs.
What did I have? Sweden was pretty good. Sweden was good. Denmark was good. Where else was I?
During this Beastmaster Ags period.
Is that actually all that Europe? Turkey was good. Croatia was 50-50. Sometimes I had a good meal, sometimes I had some trash-ass food. Romania, actually surprisingly, Romania was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I was pretty surprised. I thought Romania was gonna be pretty bad, but it was pretty good.
Game is still very even here. There's still some strong team fight on the side of Liquid if you can put it together. Your Tiny, his recovery's been slow, and he's behind.
I didn't have that much food when I was in Moscow. I don't remember that well. It was like 2016, so
especially if you can find a support at the start and just get that free pick.
It was not from my memory and not bad, but I don't remember.
And haste rune on Nisha should open up some moves.
Never been in Serbia.
He's the aura guy. He's going to be able to get out the pipe mech. Not the fastest kill. Might still be able to run him down. The tree, it is enough. Ever so barely. They do manage to get it. Hook shot back in. Doraccio was trying to still force this.
Ukraine had good food.
Goes out. That'll put him under fear. Unable to put some damage on a box.
Never been to Greece.
Tofu's able to finish him off while Doraccio gets the armor toggle to stay alive. They don't want to walk into a black hole.
I've never been to Norway either. I mean, like, yeah, see, so as I was saying, like, it's very mixed, you know? But I can say,
super heads up play by 33.
I could say for sure.
Game would have committed to that fight with the Sand King strength.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I can say for sure. Like Korea, Japan, China, the food there, god damn, you know what I'm saying?
Considering how good the start was, they had a hasted Tiny. But they'll take it.
Toronto and Vancouver are good though. Yeah.
Their cores are still farming very well. They now, you know, Blink Ags Beastmaster to start fights, Blink Tiny to start fights, Clockwork to start fights, Sakuchi Rubik who can start fights. Everybody on this lineup can pick a target and make it easy for the rest of the team. It's a very nice element to have here, but you have to pick that target well. Ideally, you burst that Darkseer, you take the ores out, you're super happy. You find Enigma, might make it easier for the Shadow Fiend to commit in.
You need to come to India.
Defend this upper part of the map.
I don't really think India. I don't think I'll ever go there. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go there. Because I don't think there's ever going to be a Dota event there, and I don't think I'm going to go there on like vacation. So I don't think I'm going to go there. Am I missing something?
Doracio's crazy for this one. He's already half HP underneath tier 3s, but Liquid are nowhere to be found right now. And Sania gets a good steal on the Burrow Strike.
Just lost after tier 3 at 19 minutes again.
Nisha's refusing to come back.
These are the little mistakes that cost you so much against this team. They play for the win, they play for blood. You cannot show signs of weakness here, giving up these little kills.
Can you change your misleading title? Alright, let's get back. Let's lock the fuck in there, boys. Let's get in there. Let's understand what is actually happening today. So, let me explain to you what's going on right now. So the thing is, like, thing is, this Beastmaster, you see? Aghanim, Ogre Axe, and a Blink. You understand me? No. Understand this. Guardian Greaves. Pipe of Insight. Alright, understand that. Understand that. Apes strong together. That's all you need to know.
It looked to me like they just made the call that they're staying out of the map and farming no matter what. And maybe that's because the next round of items are particularly crucial.
They want the BKBs.
Trying to get to BKBs, but those are still a ways away. You got the Manta done for Mickey and the Echo Saber complete for Nisha. He'll break that apart at some point for BKB, of course, but it's gonna be a bit. In Game of Gladiators, they have 4 minutes and some change with an Aegis and a Blink Dagger on Duraccio for full aggression.
If you can get the BKBs up on your cores and just end up in a fight where you stand your ground, that's where this lineup comes together the most. You have some decent chain stunning potential. You have the inner beast aura for these right clickers. You're going to get multiple tosses off. You can keep the Tiny alive. That's what Liquid are going to look for here, but you're probably going to have to wear out this Aegis duration and just look for a much later timing now.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying to me, if you're Liquid, don't lose the game in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, or don't lose a fight.
Doesn't that mean Trump won?
Right? Which has been
Anyway, stop distracting me. Focus up. Focus up, alright? Just focus up. It's time. See Quinn get another 3-0, you feel me?
Try and cover him with an avalanche, but 33 stuck. He knows it too.
Well, the problem in Dota right now is if you don't have pipe and they have pipe, you can't fight. And then if you can't fight, what are you gonna do? You're gonna split push. And guess what happens when you split push? An enemy team places a ward, and they press Smoke of the Deceit. Now, what is Smoke of Deceit? May I say, or you may ask rather. Smoke of Deceit. Smoke of Deceit allows you to cross the map without being seen under vision, you understand me? So, guess what Gaiman does? Gaiman goes, they push top tower, kill top tier 2, hit tier 3. Tier 3, they see, oh look, there is a Rubik in the base, guys. Okay, let's go to the Roche pit, kill the Roshan. Meanwhile, leave a ward in that area, and then smoke across the fucking map and find one animal. Because guess what? All 3 of the cores are farming their items they need to team fight, you understand that? And guess what? When you're all farming, you're all split up. And when you're split up, you die. Because not everyone can farm at the same time. Shocking. I know.
Do something in this mid area.
I mean, they're correct. This Sand King Weaver cannot get to this fight.
They are going to be fighting into an Aegis, but if they clump like this one, they get
okay, Darkseer is not dead at all. Glimmer K press pipe. Best target though.
Avalanche, but they don't have the follow-up damage to kill these guys. And now Mika gets grabbed by the Reality Rift Phantasm. Chaos Knight trying to get him away, trying to get off the Requiem. Vacuum interrupts that one. A second Glimmer disappearing into the night, but now he's revealed. Now he's caught by the Bro Strike.
You know, if he bought back on SF, he would be at that toss location. That would be cinema.
Duraccio blinks forward, looking for more. Good steal from Insania with a Burrow Strike, stalling up Duraccio. Otherwise, 33 might have been the 3rd core killed in this. And Game of Gladiators are hitting high ground once again, though they are chasing after 33.
They fixed it? Okay, never mind.
So they know where he's at. Relentless.
Foxy had a choice there. I don't know if he saw the Enigma at the last second, but you're hookshotting Enigma or Darkseer, and he took the Darkseer. Instant Orchid from Duraccio completely bails out that initiation, and then Glimmer Cape on the Enigma. There's just no way to take that Darkseer down.
Yeah, I mean, they can't fight.
Like Liquid did not have their BKBs to commit.
You got scammed by the fake art. Guys, listen. When have I ever given away an Arcana? Second of all, how many fake Arcanas are there on Twitch? How do you get baited by a fake one?
For Liquid, the nightmare only continues here. Nick just TPing bottom.
He's got to hit some creeps. He's
no
a long ways away from that BKB.
Heroes are just tanking up. The team gold is what's winning game in these games. Time and time again, there's no easy targets for Liquid to jump. This is a 5 Enigma just showing. If you're not willing to jump this, like, what are we doing here?
They're afraid to jump him. Oh, man. They are truly mind screwed at this point in time. If they can't go for it, and by the time they go for it, yeah, it is a trap now. Vacuum, Cogs will keep.
I mean, at this point, you're not even in despair. Like you're just laughing because you can't win because Quinn's the GOAT.
Nisha gets the blink backwards before he's caught, but it's a second tier 3 down. Glyph will hold it for a while longer. 10 seconds left on the Aegis. Duraccio is just going to commit.
I mean, you have to call it like it is, right? I feel as though Gaiman have just completely broken Liquid. Across these 5 games, they have broken their drafts, broken their lanes, broken their gameplay, and now it seems like they've broken their mentality as well. There's just nothing left. Hesitation, misplays, pickoffs on the map. Nowhere near clean enough.
They're not even pushing bot like lane, you know? Like Liquid is not even trying not to lose. Like you can see, like someone should have already pushed this wave all the way into this tower.
the right place.
It's so slow. Like someone's,
meta.
I think Boxy's pinging it right now. Like, or who's light blue? Is that Nisha? I guess that's Nisha. Nisha's fucking pinging this. It's just too slow. Like they're not even playing. Like Liquid's not even trying right now. I'm not blaming them or anything, but they're just not even trying to make this win hard for gaming.
Very dominant run.
They kind of give up, I think.
Lead, a lane of barracks, 2 lanes of barracks. All that's left is a tier 2, tier 3, a second Roshan perhaps. And by the time Liquid gets these BKBs,
That's the one thing I really respect about Spirit, I think. When I watch Spirit play, they try really hard. Like, that's why it looked really bad. Like, last time they lost, like, they all had, like, multiple bad deaths on the cores, but they're trying to, like, make the game harder. They're taking a lot of risks, and they're getting caught for the risks, but they're trying really hard. They're trying to make the game hard. Because all Gaming needs to do is push the wave into the tower, attack tower, then attack the next tower, kill the racks, and the game's over.
Find tossbacks or win the fight off the damage. Dodge, you're looking for a solo play. This is ambitious.
Yeah, well, I mean, with no Orchid, Primal Roar turnaround. Yeah, Tofu's going to come in with a save, got the backup. So Durachi knows all he has to do is just make sure that 33 can't retreat.
No, they could have won this game, I think. This is the closest game in draft-wise. I think Nisha just got worked on mid.
At the same time, Boxy, can he do anything to stop this when he's trying with the battery cell?
Jesus Christ.
That Cogs may have just done it with the Glimmer Cape from Insania.
Tiny just got like, dude, Tiny had 5 CS and Sanking had 18 CS. That is never supposed to happen. In fact, Nisha played this matchup like 3 times this tournament. He went even all 3 times. So he just got outplayed.
And when he is on point, it looks so good.
Nah, he has just been, he has decimated Liquid across these 5 games. Like the Brood performance, especially his Chaos Knight, absolutely one of the best in the world.
The first of 3 has been achieved.
They don't want to wait for backdoor. They know what is ahead of them right now on this last lane of racks.
Roshan, potential spawn time. It's coming in. Game of Gladiators.
That's Enigma's gonna have BKB before you have it on some of these Liquid heroes.
Yeah.
You know why Quinn won? Let me tell you why Quinn won. He was here last night. He was here last night with the boys. He didn't forget his roots.
No, he should have it.
He was here at 2 AM. He asked the chat. He asked me. Put on Chicago.
And you do have the Tinies. Nisha was debating the BKB or the Ags.
He was out here, man.
And opted for the BKB. So all that's left is the Beastmaster.
Where's William? You know what William's doing?
Which is the
draft prep.
They're giving him priority.
Draft prep. The boy is actually out there trying to work on drafts. Listen. Listen to me, bro.
They are definitely all in. And
it ain't that simple.
If they were to get this fast enough, they might even be able to get on the map and contest Roshan. And Game of Gladiators, it's up for the taking. It was a very early Roshan spawn. Ags on Weaver. Oh.
There's just so much to get through here. And you don't have enough firepower.
Beastmaster counter.
Like, if you commit on somebody, they get Weaver Ags, I feel like that team fight's over.
I wonder, they're just waiting for next Roshan.
You Primal Roar somebody, and it's...
And by the way, this bottle on Quinn right now holds a shield rune, which could also just be huge in this next fight.
Base is calling their smoke.
Crimson Guard completed for the Darkseer.
Shiva's Bloodstone and a shield rune. If he's the target, you don't see how he dies. Tofu gets a little information, knows that Liquid is outside of the map. They also have a big wave pushing in mid. Nisha, he's going to try for it. Quinn starts the initiation. Trying to make himself the target, activating that shield, and Nisha gets the toss into the Requiem.
Nobody's taking any damage, dude. I'm just watching nobody. Oh, Darks. Okay, time lapse.
They save days. Now they've got the black hole in the SF, and they
they're calling it.
going to demolish Liquid. Triple BKB does nothing for you when you are flat out, outgunned, outplayed. 4 dead. GG is called the cleanest series of your life. Game and Gladiators take it 3-0 away from Liquid.
There's not much left to
Too
say
fucking
about
easy, dude. Come on. Make it a little bit more challenging, dude. You know, we needed crit. We needed crit to handle Quinn. Otherwise, it's not possible. Quinn cannot be defeated. My boy Crit is the only challenger to this man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He just snapped Liquid's back with those plays around the runes, with the stinger and the phase boots. And Liquid are left once more wondering how they can overcome the ultimate nightmare of a team, the ultimate nightmare they find themselves in. Their glory will once more be denied from this squad as Gaming claim another huge title, maybe the biggest of this team's lifetime.
Come on, 33, stand up, bro. Come on, don't be sitting down, brother. Show some respect to the winners, man.
Their own curse. So many times, a team that dominates the regular season ends up failing when it comes to the finish line and does not do well at the finals at the end of the year. Game of Gladiators had that happen to them last year. And while the regular season
Turn up!
definitely
This
was
guy is crazy as fuck. He's got to be on Molly or some powder or something.
At the right time of the year this go around. And look at the most dominant form, maybe more dominant than they did the entirety of last year. Just this tournament alone, one of the cleanest you've ever seen.
They have had their struggles, but as you said, Dota's about figuring out what to do in the moment, adapting, finding your strengths, remembering what made you as good a team as you were, and they have definitely remembered it here and refound a lot of their strength.
What is that?
He'll take that key. Looks like he took that mid lane away from Liquid. They will approach the trophy that they worked so hard for last year, but this year is...
I can commentate. Quinn the fucking goot! Let's get it! Nothing is great. Put it in, Quinn. Thank you. Fucking good work. Let's fucking get a clap on for the Quinn, everybody. Get the clap on the Quinn. Can I get a 1, 2, 3, a Quinn? Beautiful.
Riyadh Masters 2024 champions, Gaming Gladiators! Quinn, my man, I've heard you remark yourself as more of a hard worker than a natural talent. And I can tell that you've been putting in the hours these past few months trying to return
Dude, this dude, he wasn't even playing that much, dude. That's just fake, dude. Quinn's been kind of lazy, brother. I'll be honest.
A representation of all the effort you've been putting in. I'm seeing you go up against these Huskars, these Tinies, these Sand Kings, and not breaking a sweat at all.
Yeah, I think hard work does pay off, and we put a lot of time into boot camp, into this tournament, and the time before that, going from being really bad to being good again. So I'm just glad that we were able to make that rise again.
And it is proof positive with this event. Tofu, I spoke with you just a couple of days ago where you were telling me about the trials and tribulations of maintaining consistency both within in-game and out of game. You feel like this is now reflecting that the effort was worth it and everything that you had gone through, the difficulties are making up for the rewards.
We had a lot of difficulties before, and I feel like we've been trying for weeks and months, honestly, and especially this last stretch, we've been putting so much time, effort, and passion into this whole project, and I'm just super proud that it paid off and we could show what we're actually capable of.
And what you're capable of is...
So I don't know, is it just me or I find it's just kind of boring, dude? Like, not them winning, but like this shit. To me, it's just like, I'd rather put this on max volume or something.
What
想唔想成世俾人撳住嚟打？你好中意同佢慳咩？我衰咗3年，我等一個機會。
走日在人
唔係要證明話俾人聽我威，只係想話俾人聽我唔見咗嘅嘢，我就自己攞翻。
Is it them or was this just your tournament? It didn't matter who was going to show up in grand finals. You knew you had their number.
Yeah, it didn't matter. We were ready.
It's just that easy.
I had a dream like a week ago we were going to win, so dreams come true sometimes.
And the dream has come true. Ace, any closing thoughts for all of the Game & Gladiators fans who have been waiting for your rise and your return to prominence and have been patiently rewarded?
Yeah, like there was some games, there was a lot of other crowd cheering for other teams, but we could always hear some gaming fans out there. So I wanted to thank you all for that. You guys are the best.
And it seems to me that the Game & fans are here in full effect. For one last time, please, a round of applause for your champions! And there is one more order of business, Celery. This trophy that you're holding and the key that you have put into it. You've been walking by the totem every single morning, and it's time to immortalize you in esports World Cup history. So shall we? And join me.
I don't know, guys. This is not... Juicy Fruit's been kind of low rating. What do you think they chew? You think it's like looks like extras on that, like...
A run here in the upper bracket from Gaming Gladiators. They are your Riyadh Masters 2024 champions. And I think we saw the writing on the wall.
I mean, these guys are they're just too good. They're just better. Like they're the ones that are setting the meta of the tournament, like what to do with the auras. And every time a team played them, it just feels like
baseball,
that enemy team, they're just a step behind. They can't match them in the pace. They can't match them in how fast you can move around the map, what items you can do. But it's all these small things with like the team fighting that to me is what really sets this team apart. They do all these things that other teams don't, that just allows them to win.
Yeah, and I think when there is a patch where the auras are strong, this is when Gaming Gladiators is always at the top. No team knows how to play these, not going to say death ball, but these like high tempo, fast early game type of strategies better than them. Like no team can even go to 40 minutes against this team. It's impossible. They just beat you before that. And I think especially for this tournament, it's a bit of a blessing in disguise that earlier they didn't do so well. They just came out this patch swinging with pretty much no data on them, like how good they are right now. And no team has even had any time to figure it out. And Quinn,
the king!
Gaming Gladiators here.
I'll just say I feel like this tournament, especially the lower bracket, was characterized by teams making uncharacteristic mistakes. And the one team that I can confidently say never did that the entire tournament, or at least the playoffs, was Gaming Gladiators. Like, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of stakes. Dota's a mental game. How many times have you guys at home or us even just like played bad in a pub or in a tournament match because we're nervous because we're having a bad day? How do you have a team
These guys
like
billionaires or what?
just never has a bad day? They're having such confidence about the meta, about their strategy, about their identity as a team. We talked about their dynamic as a unit when we interviewed Duraccio. He just said, we've been together for so long, we understand each other so well. He just seems so happy with the rest of them. They're all smiley in a game that causes so many of us so much stress when we're thinking about all these moments that they could be in that mean so much at each pivotal time a teammate makes a mistake. You have to lift them up.
Sorry, Brian. I just realized what they're doing.
Oh, are they choosing their three
They have to choose.
It has, okay.
It has to be Liquid, right? You gotta, for one more time for the road.
Liquid, Falcons, Bibbidi Bobbidi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Quinn promised me a Bibbidi Bobbidi team if they win it all. He promised it. But how much does Quinn have to say here?
Quinn, listen up.
It's Falcons actually, for sure Liquid. Just I don't know why.
I think maybe Liquid's key is it because
what is this shit?
He was still alive until
they're doing a puzzle or something?
10 minutes ago, so maybe he's not there yet because
that's
crashed.
True.
But I would imagine. You know what would how arrogant would it be to just not put Liquid because you know they get them anyway. The only team they dropped a game to in the upper bracket was Falcons.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to put Falcons. You have to put Falcons. I feel like
they made their choices.
B-Blobs and Falcons, the third one, I don't know.
Are we gonna be able to tell? That's
You know, we're gonna be. I think we're gonna get some words in just a second. So we're gonna find out. The rest of the keys will all be dropped under the totem. They will all be encased in resin, as you've heard multiple times throughout this Riyadh Masters. This totem will be immortalized on the boulevard, and next year around there's just another totem, and this totem will forever feature Gaming Gladiators as the champion here of Dota 2. Did we see any names? I couldn't read fast enough.
Dude, I remember that. What about like the champagne celebrations, brother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's oh shit, that's right. Oh yeah, I forgot, guys. Sorry. Oh, I forgot.
Quinn.
Sorry. But I forgot. Don't relax. I just simply forgot, my friends. Okay, relax. Calm down. Just take a deep breath.
Pretty reasonable options. Let's take it with Spirit.
Jesus
Team
fucking
Spirit,
Christ.
Pretty understandable. Last year's champions, TI 2-time winners. Anything beyond that, or just their legacy?
I mean, they crushed our dreams last year, so we get to crush a piece of metal, I guess.
The revenge.
Who did he pick?
Seattle. I love to see it.
Spirit?
What's your second choice? Falcons.
I mean, they beat everybody all year, so you got to put them in there out of respect, you know.
And maybe somewhat trying to take away from your legacy of last year, 2023, most dominant team, 2024. You got to win Riyadh Masters, maybe. And your last one, Team Liquid. I feel like I don't even need to.
Dude, Quinn, where's like Tundra Bedboom, bro? What the fuck? Dude.
We'll take it, bro.
Oops, wrong one. I wanted to do the gambling one,
You
but
are all business when it comes to the game, and in regards to that, I would like to congratulate you, as not only are you the champions of Riyadh Masters, you are the PlayStation MVP for this event.
Wow!
That's exactly the round
Holy
I was hoping
fuck!
for, and as a result of that, you also are a winner of a $50,000 cash prize.
What on earth?
That's actually quite a
I didn't even
bit.
know that was a thing. I thought it was just like a PlayStation. That's pretty dope.
You can get many Playstations with that, but if we could reflect on
I was never the
tournament as a whole and
PlayStation
your
MVP of my life, dude.
Like I said on stage,
Quinn doesn't even
you've
give
been
a
working
hoot,
really
dude.
hard for your entire career as a professional player. Were there any moments during this past year where you felt like the glory that you had achieved in all of 2023 would be difficult or possibly even impossible to return to, or did you have faith that a moment like this would happen?
I mean, I don't think I ever lost faith that it was possible for us to win. We were, you know, we had a rough year in terms of, like, if you compare it to our prior year, but I mean, I believe in everyone on the team, and, you know, I think we just had to figure stuff out. Dota's a game of problems and fixing problems, and I think it just took a while for us to fix those problems.
And as for the
Yo, Quinn's got a shave though. I don't know. That shit ain't looking good, dude. Like, Jesus, come on. What the hell's he doing?
Are we returning to peak Quinn, or is peak Quinn gonna show up maybe even in Copenhagen?
I think I've always got room to go. You know, there were some games I ruined. There's that Ember game against Falcons that was not pretty. So, you know, always room to go up.
Well, we can't wait to see the path, Quinn. Congratulations on a stellar performance.
Also, Quinn, you need to go back to the gym, bro. What are these, dude? What are those, dude? You got like nothing in your muscle, brother. Come on, man.
The well-deserved MVP. I think especially that game 3 we witnessed. That
Better than yours? Okay, that's it.
Nisha is not gonna be happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean that will keep him up for a few.
More
nights
than
for
you,
sure,
yeah,
because
yeah.
he has
More
played
than your
that
ban.
matchup multiple times, and he was the one bullying the Sand King. This is the first time where he just got absolutely no other way to say he got dumpstered by Quinn mid in a matchup where he should have felt confident winning.
Yeah. It's also something that Brian was talking about before, this confidence. You can see it in that gameplay, and Quinn told me a week ago, he's like, I'm going to be in the finals. Doesn't matter what's going to happen, I'll be in the finals. And a few days ago, he's telling me, you know, Sand King is supposed to dumpster Tiny mid. Every time he walks up, you stinker him, you stun him. He showed that here in this series too. I didn't know this matchup is supposed to work this way, but when you know things that others don't, and you can play to your ability, then you get a team and a player like Quinn and Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, there's something about this team where they have the confidence, but it doesn't feel like cockiness. They are willing to acknowledge their own mistakes. It feels like they're holding each other.
Okay, guys,
accountable
I'm
and
done. I
themselves
think
accountable.
I'm gonna go chill.
Super south, and I think
that's too cringe for me. Quinn the GOAT, well-deserved W. Only chance that it would be crit in the grand final. Unlucky. I actually thought it'd be Falcon in the final, but Liquid did well. Obviously, they beat Falcons. That was a pretty good upset, I thought. They 2-0'd them in a clean way. I gotta go chill. You've been chilling fine. I'm banning this fucking guy right now. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, before I got interrupted, yeah, I'm going home tomorrow, so I won't stream tomorrow. I might stream when I get back. I need to work it out. I might take like a day off, so maybe I'll stream like 3 days, 2 days, something like that. I probably have some real life obligations to do, let's say, but yeah. Safe to say, lads. Hey, Quinn!
The best that you
Hey,
don't know
where's the
what's going on. Truly a character. But I will also say scientifically proven that your brain activity increases with gum chewing, so maybe there's some science to it as well.
Okay. This seems like a legitimate source. Okay, published 2015. Relatively recent. Okay. Alright. Next time you see me, guess what I'll be doing? You gotta understand this. You gotta understand. Look at this. We're all gonna be chewing gum, alright? Listen. The meta is, next time you see me, I'll just be like, yeah, that's it. Won't even be fucking talking. Listen up, alright? Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. See you probably in a couple of days, alright? Adios, bye bye. Yeah, I have to train not to swallow it. It's gonna be a challenge.